to our podcast, Unlikely Sisters, a tale of five traditional Naris. I hope you guys have liked our previous podcast on language divide syndrome. So, moving on, our today's topic is women's safety, the sad reality we live in. In a country rich in cultures, tradition, and aspiration, ensuring the safety and dignity of women is a fundamental aspect of building an equitable society. India, a country where Devi Durga symbolizes strength, dignity, and feminine power, is worshipped, there's a stark, dark reality with the challenges Indian women face regarding safety. According to the recent reports, India ranks 120th out of 177 countries in terms of women's safety on the Women's Safe and Security Index. So, in this podcast, we will be discussing the challenges women face in India regarding safety and the impact of these issues on individuals and communities, and exploring ways to create a safer environment for everyone. We will be looking at various perspectives, sharing stories, and discussing initiatives that aim to promote women's safety and empowerment. So, join us as we navigate these critical issues and explore pathways to a safer and more respectful India for all women. So, here I am with my partner, Taurus Girl.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. Again, I'm so grateful to all of you for tuning in always. Thank you so much. Okay, so yes, women's safety. Are we really safe? I mean, look at the stats, look at the news. I mean, it's just so disheartening to see so many people, even though that awareness is coming in, even though we are like all this, and at the end, what just happens? A girl meets such a faith. Is that right? I mean, the country where we do puja of the goddesses, hum, we are in a country where goddesses are at a higher position. But still, we can't accept a girl, we can't accept her ambitions. If she has an ambition, she has to be killed. Because what will the society think? I mean, the society is higher than your daughter, the society is higher than your sister. I mean, at the end of the day, everything becomes patriarchal. I am pretty sure most of you must have not heard the word matriarchal because it never is. Right? So, yeah, for now, that's it from my side. Libra girl, please continue.
Okay, women's safety, a topic which is always there as a headline in the news channels or a topic of debate. But honestly, if I speak, women's safety is a concerning topic that we should think, and I guess even government should take some initiatives for a more safer India for women. Women's safety is a societal issue that it's a collective responsibility and not just a concern for women themselves. Safety is a fundamental right and that should be guaranteed for everyone, regardless of gender. But when we come to the reports, the rape case in India that are increasing. Just imagine, almost a year back, we all know what happened in Kolkata, Anshi Medical Hospital. That was one of the most brutal rape case that we have ever known in the history. So I mean to say that if a professional medical junior resident is not safe inside the hospital, so even if we go outside, we are definitely not safe. People should actually think before blaming women. Okay, so the importance of awareness and empathy. I mean, just talking about this topic of women's safety in debates won't do anything. We need to understand the experience of women and the fear of violence many face on daily basis. And it's not just that, we need to be more empathetic and understanding towards the survivors of sexual harassment and violence. Instead of discussing that what women should or should not do to stay safe, we should be more focused on how the society can prevent sexual violence. We need to teach our son that how to be more chivalrous, how to be an actual masculine human being. Parents should create an awareness among their children related women's safety. Not just you need to keep your girl aware about this, but you need to make an awareness among your boys also. Okay, so India ranking for women's safety according to a poll of global experts by Thomson Foundation, India is considered as one of the most dangerous country for women due to the high risk of sexual violence and being forced into slave labor. This ranking puts India above countries like Afghanistan, Syria, and Somalia in terms of danger for women. India also records thousands of rape cases every year. I mean, in 2021, there were 31,087 age reported rape cases, and these are just an official number. Let me be very clear about it. I mean, there are so many millions of unofficial, unregistered rape cases that we have never known, to be honest. If we think that women are really safe inside their home also, I mean, we are very wrong about that because as per the reports, 70% of women in India are victims of domestic violence, leading to depression, suicide, and other severe consequences. There are cases of eve teasing or maybe mental harassment that we call as the eve teasing. Most of the time, when we go outside, we face the eve teasing by our acquaintance, and we find it very normal, to be honest. I mean, parents should never normalize the thing of eve teasing, not even the society. Even in real life, I have also faced the same thing when I was going for my coaching. One day, I faced it and I ignored it. When I came back home, I had a talk with my mom related to this, and she was really furious. But on the other hand, when we were discussing about women's safety one day with few family members, some people were like, hey, nahi, nahi, this is very normal. If you will make a fuss about these small little things, then how will the world work? I was like, are you being serious? Are you normalizing eve teasing? If you're doing so, then for you, rape cases are also very normal. Guys, I just need to tell you that please don't normalize these eve teasing harassment that are being done by your acquaintances. You need to be aware and you need to report or tell about this thing to your parents or the most safest person in your life. Going on, we also see that kidnappings in 2021 are like 76,000 women were kidnapped, often forced them to marry against their will. Not just this, women are not even safe in online platforms. Increasing threats like cyber stalking, online harassment, and non-consensual sharing of private images pose significant risk to women's safety. So, for now, this was from my side. Going on, can you share some insights from your side, Doris?
Yeah, whatever she said is so true. Every girl you talk to, there is not one girl that I'm not like spoken to and has told me that no, I have never been sexually harassed. There has been some or the other way where a girl has been harassed. And for those who will tell in the comments that no, I haven't, that's good. That's actually very good. But seriously, everybody, whether it's my grandmother, my mother, me, my anybody in my family member, or any of my friends, I mean, why? Why is this pattern going on? You say that if teasing is normal, harassing is normal, and that is what Libra girl said. You make rape also, you normalize rape, and that is why, even though the cases are formally, put forward, what cases do we actually focus on? The registered cases that are of importance, or the cases that are of political importance? I mean, as a nation, we really need to understand that this is not what we can be doing. We need to see our ranks, we need to see statistics and see what? I mean, we are really not prioritizing our women's safety, which is wrong because half of the population is of women. If people don't work in harmony, how is the state going to function well? If you keep looking down on women, how is anything going to happen? So recently, like, there was this case where a girl used to play a sport and she was shot by her father because the society apparently said some things which infuriated her father, and she was just 15. She was starting out in a career. Her father supported her in all the ways. That is what it's being said on Instagram, and people have the audacity to say stuff like, you think that's not supportive? Her father like spent millions and millions of rupees on her, and you think he was not being supportive? His actions are justified. Oh, really? His actions are justified. Him killing his own daughter because she was starting to become a burden because society was saying some things. So, you will kill your own daughter. I mean, how is that right in any way? You spending so much on her, you supporting her, and then you the one who's killing her. How is that justifiable? I mean, that's not a father's love. That is just patriarchy showing in its extreme form. It's like rearing an evil head. I mean, how do people justify that is beyond me. And also, I have heard many people saying, oh, you live in the safest city. I mean, तुमको क्या ही प्रॉब्लम होती होगी? सर, बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है इधर भी कि यार, everywhere a girl gets harassed, everywhere there are perverts, whether it be in our college, whether it be everywhere. So today only I heard a case from my college. um, I'm not gonna take any names. So this guy who's like partially blind, so he needed a writer, and my friend volunteered to write. She didn't know. She just thought, okay, fine, it's like a good thing, and we have fun doing all this. So she volunteered, and then when she went there, that guy was being very touchy, trying to touch her hand. He could see partially, so that was like, I mean, the variations where this goes through is just insane. You would think that they are compassionate, but then again, you don't know what's going on in one's mind. You can feel uncomfortable with any person, and any guy can make you feel uncomfortable, and so it's fine. Please stand up for it. Don't feel ashamed of yourself, because what girls do is, once something like that has happened with them, they start feeling ashamed on themselves, because they feel like, what grave sin have they committed? They have not committed any grave sin. It's not the girl's fault, it is the guy's thoughts fault. And so we should stop normalizing this eve teasing. We should stop normalizing this kind of behavior, and actually teach our girls to stand up for themselves, so that patriarchy shouldn't just keep going and going. There should be a stop to it. Yes, that was it from my side, Libra girl.
Okay, the another recent case that happened in Kolkata Law College. There was this one student who was brutally raped by the alumnus of the same college and a few other members. So I just need to mention that there was this one politician who was trying to blame the women. Okay, this is not the first time in India where women are getting blamed for this rape case. I mean, is it normal to blame women for women's safety in India? Hello, guys, I just need to say that no, it's not normal or acceptable to blame women for their safety in India or any other context. Sexual violence is a crime committed by these rapists, not caused by victims' action or attire. Blaming women for rape or harassment due to their dressing or behavior is a form of gender based discrimination and harmful stereotypes. Okay, so if there are some guys who think that how we can help in changing this environment, I just need to say that you can be more respectful with the boundaries and the consent. Understanding and respecting women's boundary consent is very crucial. Challenging harmful stereotypes, men can play a significant role in challenging and changing harmful gender stereotypes and norms that contribute to violence against women, and promoting a culture of respect by encouraging where women are treated with respect, dignity, and equality can help reduce these sexual violence. And men can be allies to women by speaking out against sexist comments, behavior, government initiatives for women's safety. The Indian government has taken some steps that address the issue of rape case and enhance women's safety to some extent. Let's see that what initiatives they have included, like the Criminal Law Amendment Act of 2018 that says enhanced penalties for sexual offences included the death penalty for rape of minors under 12 years and for gang rapes. Fast track courts recommended for swift trials of rape case, training for police and judicial staff, emphasizing gender sensitivity and victim centric approaches. Okay, I mean, government has taken some initiatives, but is it really helping these rape victims? I don't think so. Let's see. I mean, there was this one very crucial topic that was an ongoing debate in a news channel few days back, which was material rape exception. I mean, there is an ongoing debate about criminalizing marital rape, with some arguing that it could destroy family harmony. Okay, so I mean to say these guys that if you have married a woman, the woman is not your personal property. You still need to take a consent before getting into an intimacy. If the woman is not willing to get intimate, it's a clear no. And being a husband, being a partner, you need to respect it. If you go against it, it's a rape. You don't get a license to force your partner for intimacy by getting married to her. It never gives you a license. Okay, so accountability of judges. Okay, so there will be some people who will say that why did I mention about the thing where judges should not mislead these rape cases, because we all know that our judiciary isn't really systematic. In one word, if I say, it's corrupt, to be honest. Okay, if you guys have some other perspective, you can comment down below. We'll love to hear something from you guys. Okay, some additional consideration which will help, to be honest, is sex education. In school, people even hesitate to speak about, or the teachers are really like hesitant. Some of the teachers, because even I have faced this one like incident in my life where we were supposed to be taught the reproduction chapter. So there was this one bio sir of our school who was really hesitant. Okay, all right. Sex education is really normal. It's a thing that everyone should be aware about. If you create curiosity among the children and leave it as it is, it can take into a wild turn, to be honest. So you need to explain them things. You can tell them about the thing of consent, about the legal age of getting intimate, and about how contraceptive barriers that can help them in future. So people should create this awareness in school, in the education curriculum. I hope in future sex education will be added as a subject in our education board. Let's hope that. Okay, so we all know, as I mentioned, the case of junior resident doctor who was brutally raped August 2024 had sparked outrage and concern about women's safety and justice in India. The fact that the case seemed to fade from public discourse after being taken over by politicians and societal influence was the disappointment of this case. In the shadows of this brutal crime, where a young doctor's life was shattered in the very place which was meant to heal, we see the stark reality of justice often delayed, sometimes denied. The Kolkata case, like many more before, raises haunting questions like, will women ever find true justice in the face of such brutality? Must we wait for like the 7 long years like Nirbhaya case for justice to trickle in? The cries of justice can't be muffled by politics or societal pressures. Every woman, every victim deserves a voice that echoes through the halls of justice without being drowned out by power or influence. The pursuit of justice shouldn't be a marathon of years, but a swift response. All right. So that was from my side. Anything you wanna add over here, Taurus girl?
I just want to say, like, let's not normalize this stuff and let's actually speak for it, because if one person also speaks, it actually does make a change. Even if you think like this is just waste of time, it is not. These are very important topics that we need to focus on. So please, all the girls, please be safe and please take care of yourselves. Don't feel like it's your fault, because it never is. And yes, that's it from my side. We would love to hear your thoughts about this. Please do write about your thoughts, and thank you so much for joining this session. Anything from you, Libra girl?
I just wanted to say that we should raise our voice for against these sexual harassment that happens in our surroundings, even if it is not happening to us, even to someone we know, friend, member, or anyone, we should take a stand for them and we should definitely create an awareness. So, this was from my side, and yeah, we will love to hear your perspective about the topic of women's safety in India. So, you can comment down below. Till then, we will be back with our next podcast on Sunday. Stay tuned.